Howdy, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Old West Traveler. Today, we're stepping back into the 1800s and taking a look at just how many Native Americans died during the Indian Wars. Oh, those were dark times, you see. I lived through the tail end of it, and I can tell you, the cost was heavy. Heavier than most folks even can imagine today. You see, during the Indian Wars in the 1800s, many of the native people, more than anyone could count properly, lost their lives. And it wasn't just the battles, though there were plenty of those, I tell you, and they were damn bloody as well. But it was also the diseases, the starvation, and the way of life that was stripped from them piece by piece. You talk to some folks, and they'll tell you the number is in the tens of thousands. Now, others will tell you it's closer to 100,000 when you add it all up. It's hard to say for sure, but let me tell you, it was a lot. Too damn many. It wasn't just the gunfights or the soldiers, though those were bad enough on their own. Take the Trail of Tears, for example. In the 1830s, whole nations of native folks were forced off their lands, made to march hundreds of miles to places they'd never been. They called it a relocation, but it was more like a damn death sentence. Thousands died along the way from hunger and disease and cold. They didn't even stand a chance, and that was just part of it. Then you had the massacres, brutal ones. You ever heard about the Sand Creek Massacre? Well, that was 1864, and a bunch of peaceful Cheyenne and Arapaho people, men, women, and children, were camped out thinking they were safe. Soldiers came in and slaughtered them, shot them down where they stood. And there was another one near the end of it, in 1890, the Wounded Knee Massacre. Same damn thing. Innocent people trying to survive, gunned down without any mercy. But what most folks don't realize, even when they weren't shooting, the government and the settlers were still killing them. Slowly. Taking their land, destroying their food sources, driving them into poverty. Disease did the rest, smallpox, cholera, and those other things that weren't prepared for. And the numbers, well, back then they didn't keep great numbers. A lot of us lost to time, but the loss was deep, and it cut right through the heart of the people. That's the truth of it. It wasn't just a few battles here and there. It was the breaking of a people, and it took more lives than most people today will ever realize. Well, I sure hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Old West Traveler. If you have a suggestion for a future video, please drop me a comment down below, and I'll be sure to work on that one for you. Until next time, partner, we'll see you on down the trail.